This very filthy Xbox console that I bought online for 10 bucks. It had a broken disc tray, so I'm going to try to fix that today, but look how filthy this thing is. This thing got a lot of use. You can see right there, filth. There's the fans there. And just like a bunch of crud there. Just gotta blow it out right now with the canned air. Thing. Wow, it's so filthy. When I took off this thing, it's just had like a black smudge of where the heat sinks are, and then there's a bunch of dirt and grime. Look at that. Wow, this thing needs cleaning badly. Look at that. I don't even think air was getting into the console. Wow, this thing right here is covered in dust. I don't know what this is. Probably just like a switch thing for the power supply, I think. But wow, it's dirty. It's so dirty. I'll probably have to clean the lens because all this dirt, there's most likely the lens is filthy too. Yeah, it's bad. Consoles, you know, I don't. People complain about the 360 a lot. This white one is typically the one that has the red ring of death. But it would not shock me if that's biggest reason is because of ventilation, and this thing is just a dust trap. I mean, if you wanted to clean it from the top, you really can't. You know, this is just air vents. You can't shoot the air in here. There's plastic pieces, and you know the vents go, you know, this way. So if you're shooting air in from this side right here, it doesn't. You can't clear this up really. So yeah, just you have to basically open it up. It wouldn't shock me if the biggest cause for red ring of death is suffocation because the vents are just blocked with dust, like you saw earlier. I was working on the disk drive, and that's what the seller said. So look at how absolutely filthy this is. It is just nasty. I'm gonna have to probably grease up that that rod there that the disc, the lens slides on. So, and most likely the rubber band right under here under the disc tray is undone. So I'm gonna look at that too. Just unbelievably filthy. And if you can see right there, there is tons of debris along this sort of like it's like a gear crank, but it's like a spiral, so that this plastic cylinder slides along that, and it's just, there's hair right here. I don't know if you can see it, but there's hair. And that piston right there that it slides on, that needs to be re-greased too. So it's I think it's lithium grease. I have some, so yep, pretty bad. That's probably why the disk drive did not work. End result, a working Xbox 360. I transferred the data from my nephew's console onto here, so I have my profile and everything. I did use the transfer cable. If you have to do something like that, I wouldn't recommend it. Just use a USB drive. There wasn't enough content on there. He must have deleted the videos that were there. That I think that the game, I think it saved some game saves and video footage to the console, and it's not there, so it wasn't really worth using the cable. Just use a USB drive, and then there's the input for the USB thing. So yeah, I would recommend that. The disc tray works good, works fantastic. It plays discs no problem. I think the person it's one of those they gave up on it because they don't know how to fix it, and it really works out well. So you know, I connected it, and like I said, it's in the beginning of the video, this is a older Xbox 360, so you can see there it's connected through the video input, the component cable. You can get a AV cable, I mean, but honestly that's going to be the next closest thing to HDMI. It wasn't really that, it was a lot of work, and it was, you know, but at the end of the day you want to restore these and, you know, make sure that they're up to par. Like, they don't have the heating thermal paste on there, and that's what I did. I replaced all the thermal paste on it. It should last. I don't think if you give these consoles enough, if you give them enough air to ventilate and stuff, they'll last you a long time. You don't mistreat them and stuff, and take care of them, and they'll be fine. So I have this, and I actually bought 2 more 360s from the thrift store for $10 a piece, and they're both the HDMI version, which is the best, the better one, obviously, compared of the white models. So I'll be restoring those as well, and maybe swap them out, and that hard drive just swaps out. So that should be a very easy transition, honestly. Note: these power bricks are getting a little bit harder and harder to find. I don't really recommend getting into one of these older models unless you're going to restore it and put the work and effort into it. Because once you buy these bricks, this brick costs about $16 to $18. So yeah, not really worth the money for it. It is the heaviest power brick out of all the 360 ones. This is the first model, so it was it's going to probably consume a lot of power. So, you know, just make sure you're going to invest in something like this. You're going to put the money into the power brick. You might as well just restore the console and put new thermal paste and clean it up and stuff. So, yep. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for tuning in, and yeah, not a bad deal for $10.